I never pictured my dream home as some fancy mansion, just a cozy timber chalet tucked away in the Colorado Rockies, with crisp mountain air and no one breathing down my neck about where to park my truck or how tall my fence could be. But dreams have a way of hiding nasty surprises in the details. For us, it turned into a nightmare at 2 a.m., with phony deputies banging on the door and my 13-year-old son doing the unthinkable to turn the tide. If you've ever battled a nosy neighbor drunk on power, or just need to vent about ridiculous HOA drama, stick around. I'll be reading your stories too. Our family, Alex Thompson, my wife Sarah, and our boy Jake had finally escaped those suffocating urban condos for this stunning chalet surrounded by endless evergreens. After years of city noise, it felt like striking gold. Wide decks for stargazing, neighbors nodding hello from afar, and space for Jake to run wild after being pinned up his whole life. Sarah snapped a pic of him grinning on the steps, murmuring, "Let's hope this piece sticks." Deep down, I echoed her worry. Life rarely gifts you paradise without a hidden snag lurking nearby. We hadn't even unpacked the last box when she showed up. Karen Whitaker, late 50s, starched outfit like she was off to a corporate takeover, gripping a notepad like a lifeline. "Welcome to Evergreen Ridge," she declared with a grin that screamed insincerity. I'm the HOA chair. Her vibe screamed control freak, and my years consulting on alarm systems had honed my instincts for spotting trouble. Karen thrust forward this Bible-thick rulebook, pages crammed with absurd mandates no realtor had mentioned. Fence posts measured to the millimeter, paint shades limited to bland neutrals, even when to hang holiday lights. Flipping through it, I wondered if she dreamed up half this nonsense just to micromanage souls. We set up a basic swing set for Jakihi, deserved some fun after all those concrete playgrounds. Big mistake. 2 days later, a citation slapped on our door like we were felons. Unapproved play structure obstructing views. Penalty, $250. I dialed the hotline to argue. And who picks up? Karen, cooing about preserving harmony, in that fake sweet tone that made my blood boil. I tried staying civil, but who wouldn't push back against such overreach? Then it got insane. We woke to find the swing set vanished poof, like a ghost heist into new note. Infraction resolved. Fine up to $500. Someone had trespassed on our land in the dead of night to swipe our kid's toy. Staring at the empty spot in my robe, rage bubbled up. When Jake saw it, his face crumpled in betrayal, shattering something in me. That evening, he tugged my sleeve, whispering, "Dad, I spotted someone spying on us last night with a scope." His fear hit like a gut punch. Me boy, terrified in what should be his sanctuary. The citations poured in like poison rain. Lawn edging off by a hair, porch light too bright, recycling bin out 5 minutes late. Karen lurked across the road one day, binoculars in hand, waving mockingly when I caught her. No shame, just bold entitlement. A midnight note in our mailbox chilled me. "Defiant owners will be dealt with." And signed, but her scrawl matched every ticket. This wasn't petty Anna Marie, it reeked of menace. I dove into the official covenants online, cross-checking her BS rules. Shockingly, most weren't real. She invented them. An anonymous tip email led me to old neighborhood chats. From 2020 to 2024, families echoed our hell bogus fines, midnight thefts, all ending in hasty sales within months. The pattern screamed scheme. Digging deeper, I uncovered Karen's brother's building firm snagging every overpriced Ridge contract for upgrades after folks fled. This wasn't control, it was a racket, squeezing families out for profit. Fines skyrocketed to $1,000, then $3,000, with threats of deputy action. Sarah, exhausted, suggested paying to end the torment, her eyes pleading for normalcy. But seeing Jake draw his blinds tight nightly fueled my fire, giving and meant letting her win, dooming others too. I fired off a polite demand for an urgent board review, citing real bylaws. Karen axed it, countering with ultimatums. On a recorded call, I probed her deputy bluff. She snapped, admitting her brother Mike handled enforcement our style. Jackpot, she confessed to staging fake raids, all taped. I beefed up our defenses, infrared cams, audio traps, the works from my security gig. Neighbors shunned us. A flyer branded our home disruptive. Whispers warned, just resisting her ruins lives. Isolation gnawed, but the motive crystallized, harass, evict, fix, with her kin's bloated bids. Tension peaked at 2 a.m. Alarms blared. Pounding fists shook the door. County deputies. Open for inspection. Heart racing. I checked feeds. Mike in a cheap rent-a-cop getup. Badge gleaming fake under lights. Karen directing with a lantern like a war general. Real law doesn't raid over hedges at dawn without papers. Sarah dialed 911. Jake, wide-eyed, asked if they were legit. No, but real ones follow rules. Mike rattled the knob, yelling forced entry threats. That's when Jake grabbed his laser tag rifle from playtime, eyes fierce. I'll help, he hissed. Before I could stop him, he cracked the door, aimed the toy, and bellowed. Back off our house. Blasts of lights and zaps erupted. Mike flailed, his badge flying off, exposing a discount store sticker. They scattered in chaos, Karen's light tumbling into shadows. Footage gold, the farce captured perfectly. At the emergency board session, packed with wary residents, Karen spun us as assailants, Mike dramatizing the ambush. I cued the vid. Gasps rippled as her lies imploded. Mike cracked, spilling years of terrorizing families for her brother's payday $300,000 in shady deals. Board booted her amid probes. The clip went nuclear online. Reporters unearthed the fraud empire. Ex-residents testified to identical ordeals, fabricated terror driving sales, padded repairs funneled to her clan. DA charged fraud, stalking, impersonation, feds-eyed racketeering. In trial, her denials fizzled against video and ledgers. Mike flipped, detailing the syndicate preying on the vulnerable kids traumatized, elders bankrupted. Jake's victim statement slayed. You made us in our safe place. Power like that hurts everyone. I'm glad we fought. Jury wept, guilty on all. Karen got 20 months, restitution, lifetime HOA ban. Mike lighter for snitching. Her empire tanked, home sold, firm blackballed. Our ridge bloomed. Fair board, scrapped nonsense rules. Even a kid park where our swing stood. Jake's a champ now, coaching juniors on standing tall. We turned poison to community block BBQs, rising values, folks staying put. But was arming a kid with a toy justified in self-defense? Should HOAs be outlawed as breeding grounds for tyrants? Ever faced a neighbor bully who crossed into crime? Did you fight or flee? Drop your takes below, smash like if this fired you up, and subscribe for more real-life showdowns. What lines would you never cross to protect your family?